G'day, hi, and welcome. How you doing? All right, let me introduce you to this gym. I think I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. Anyway, this is the amazing $5 gym. It is at the bottom of the Bethany Hall, and got a little bit of a channel update kind of type of thing to let you guys know that I may be taking this over at the end of the month as kind of a bit of my project. I'm going to try to get as many members as I can. I don't know how many people I could realistically get down here without clashing of times, meaning you have like 10 people want to use the gym at once, which rarely, I don't think it's ever, well, back in my day it happened, but it really doesn't. Really does, so. But I figured, I was already talking to the lady that takes care of it, and I was like, well, I'm going to be here 3 days a week. I've been here pretty much every day of the week. I took the 2 days off, like the 1 day on, 2 days off, and this is going to be going into my third week, okay, and which starts tomorrow. And it seems like on the second day I was fully rested up, so that means I can push a little harder, which is good, but also too, maybe I can go 4 days a week, because if I'm not sore, there's no reason for me not to go, right? Like, unless it's a time issue. So yeah, I'll put in my time now, and then maybe during the summer when I'm a little bit more out and hopefully out and about on the motorbike a bit more, that I don't have to worry about missing a day or whatever. So I'm going to probably do that. So I'm going to probably do a little bit today. I actually went skating yesterday. It was pretty good. But anyway, getting back to the main topic, is I will probably be basically taking over the gym. I still got to finalize the details, and I'll be the guy doing the gym stuff. And yeah, that's pretty good. And I tell you, when I take this place over, it's going to be massive changes in here. This stuff is going to stay right where it is. This bag is going to get like some probably duct tape around it just so it doesn't rip. That's the problem with canvas, is when you smack the crap out of them. They're good until they get a little tear in, and once they get a little tear in it, it's because all these little fibers, it'll just rip in like right with the unbelievable. So yeah, so this stuff is going to stay the same. I'm talking major changes in this gym. I'm going to get some air in that thing. This stuff, okay, is going to get straightened up, okay, and yeah, these dumbbells, they're going to get straightened up, and that exercise machine is going to go back to the wall a little bit, and I'm going to make sure the weights are evenly distributed on the bar here. Major changes. You don't take me serious? I'm serious about this. I'm serious. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys. So what do we got in here? We got obviously a little punching bag, kickboxing thing. Got the, I guess this is probably about an 80 pounder. I don't think it's 100 pounds. It might be 100 pounds, but it's probably the 80 pounder. Judging by its size. 100 pounds, I think it's a little bit longer. The 500-pound one is just a beast if you've ever seen one of those. You hit a 500-pound one, it doesn't even move. Like it's I would like to get a heavier one. The beam could obviously support it, but yeah, this one's pretty good. This exercise machine here, major change that's going to happen. Let's see if you could spot it. That's not doing what it was doing. I guess I've been using it enough that it's not squeaky, but I was going to put some oil on it. Might do a couple other little doodadders, switch it around a bit, see if I can get more out of it. I don't know if you can get anything off the back side of this thing. No, you can't. Not this machine anyway. But yeah, it's like, okay, well, I got all these other bars, experiment with them. And this is supposed to be a full body gym, just this thing itself. It's good for some things. I don't like it for everything. This thing is, I'm still getting the use out of it and exploring this is going to be more useful than you think. That's, I think, the best rower or power rider type machine that we got here. Aero Motion, Keys Aero Motion, the stepper. So all these machines I do use. That one is just a duplicate. It's not as good as the other one, so I don't use it. Obviously, we got the bench press machine here. Who wouldn't use this, right? This little thing, I got the. This thing is good for doing like sit-ups, and eventually I want to be able to do Roman sit-ups. That's going to be murder when I get to that. Got to watch your knees on some of this stuff. This here, I want to set it up so that it's maybe a little bit more towards the wall. Now, right now, you might as well say, got all the weightlifting belts here. This is the one that I'm too fat for most of them. It's kind of funny. This one seems to work pretty good for me, so I use that one. The dumbbells are the dumbbells. I've got 60 pounds. Those are adjustable dumbbells. The rest are not. Got 50, 45, 40, 130, 225s, 120, 215s, and 210s. And then, of course, there's that brutal machine there. And then the most brutal machine of all, the skipping rope. I'm getting good at the skipping rope again. I'm starting to be able to hop around and not trip myself up every two rotations or whatever. Got another dumbbell thing over here. These are the old weights. There's 200 pounds there. They're 50 pounds each. For some reason, maybe somebody could explain this to me, why they would not just have made these 50 pounders. Why are the modern ones made with 45 and not 50 pounds? I don't quite understand that. Why not? Like, I mean, I can understand 35, I understand 25, 45. Do they make a 50 pounder? They probably do, we just don't have it. But why wouldn't they just, ballpark up, like just go right to the 50? Like, this is the old system here for the 50s. But these suckers used to break the bars, because the difference is if you look, for these big bars here, see the hole's nice and big, right? But for these guys here, and I used to have a bar like this. You can see how much smaller the hole is. But these are 50-pound cast iron beasts of machines. These are 25. These are 15. Then I got 10s, and then I got 2.5s. And I got another bar there. So I want to see if I can. I'm going to do a 200-pound farmer walk at some point. I can do the 120-pound, no problem. I'm going to try a 140 next, because I don't want to tear anything. Now, I've got some old weights here. These are the old. This is what I started. Chances are some of those are probably mine, too. I wouldn't doubt, because I don't know what happened to my old weights. I think I got rid of it. I think that, or I lent it to my brother. I'm not too sure. But I used to have a bench and everything, like a little bench like that and everything like that. With those cheap little weights. They're good, but the problem is that they're never exactly as advertised, and they crack on you if you drop them or whatever, because they're plastic, right? But they are pretty tough. I mean, it's a good way to get into it. But just keep in mind that if you were to weigh them, you're going to find ones like a quarter pound heavier or lighter than the other one, especially the bigger you go. They're not accurate. There's just concrete in them, right? That type of thing. Plus, they're bulkier for what you get. That type of thing. But they're there. But I got some more dumbbell stuff in here. I'm going to go through all this, see what's what, see what I can make use of. Yeah. These things. For some strange reason, this was considered safe enough to use, holding on massive amounts of weight. And I have. I'm not too sure what's going to go on here, but this could be used as a kettle handle. What if there's two of them in there? I'm going to have to check this out. Anyway, I'm going to have to go through all this stuff anyway, but I'm going to be here all the time anyway, so... Oops, I dropped the Banes of Pain boxing gloves. Now, that said, this is a guy's gym. I think in the past 20 years or so since I've been here before, when I used to box down in here with the other guys, I think I've seen 2 women use this gym at one point. That was the most. But apparently some women the older ladies, they used to come down here and, I guess during the winter and just kind of walk around. And I was like, well, if I could set it up right, and if I could get, again, because if I could get 10 members, that's $600 a year. Okay, which could help out the hall to keep it running. If I could get 20 members, that's $1,200 a year. I don't know if that would pay the land taxes, or I don't know what it costs to run this place, but it does cost quite a bit, particularly in the wintertime. Just heating down here is one thing, but the upstairs is, this building's 40 by 30 or something like that, so it's a good size. Maybe it's a bit bigger, maybe 45. But you got your oil furnace here. Got 2 furnaces going, so One for upstairs, one for downstairs, I think. Maybe just one going, but you get the idea. It's going to cost a lot to heat a place like this. It's a lot of volume, you know. Like upstairs, there's hardly any rooms. It's just a big open floor because it's a hall. But I thought if I could get enough members, it, you know, gives the community a chance to use the hall, and it also pays for the hydro, pays for the, you know, every little bit will help. So I don't know what the max I could get in here, but now let's say, because I know some women like to do the yoga and the aerobics and stuff like that. I can always move that stuff out of the way for, you know, if they have a planned day or whatever, and they let me know ahead of time or whatever, I can move a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff they can move themselves, but move it out of the way. You could probably get, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 people at a time in here. So if you had an aerobics instructor or whatever, they could be in here on a, you know, in the evening or whatever, and then during the day, if people want to come in, particularly on the weekends, people want to come in and use the gym. The only rules are really no smoking, clean up after you're done, put all the stuff back when you're done. Everything else is pretty much, you know, just common sense stuff. And again, persons enter or use this facility do so at their own risk. We have a little form you got to fill out. You know, kind of like if you drop Bella the barbell on you, you know, you can't sue or like that. It's like you know, you're taking your own risk. So that type of thing. So it's a liability thing too. So like anything, I don't know how to do it, because again, obviously I'm not getting paid to do this. It's just going to be, it'd be cool if it was, but it's just one of those things that I want to do for the community. But I'm going to be here all the time anyway, so I might as well see if I can get as many people to sign up, join up as possible. So that at the end of it, you know, at the end of the year, it's like it makes it more neutral to run the hall, because the hall, I mean, again, it doesn't get used every day. It's been around since God knows how old this hall is. It's 70, 80, maybe 100 years old. It's been around for a while. We'll just say that. You know, like the beam could tell you can kind of carbon date this place by the beam there. That's pretty old steel on there. Well, maybe it's not as old as you think, but well, maybe it's not. But I think the hall's been renovated a few times. That's probably why. So it's probably not as old as you think, because you got modern plywood on there, so it's probably not 100 years old. But you know, I don't remember. This was here when I was born, so it's old enough. It's old enough. I'll just say that. I'll give you an idea. It was built with nails. Yeah, not screws, nails. Yeah. So that's that type of thing. So other things we got in here. So we got 2.5 pounders. We got 10 pounders, although I got them on the other side there, but you get the idea. So 2.5 pounders, 10 pounders, 5 pounders, 45. 35 and 25s. And we got two, so I got Barbarella the barbell there, or Barb the barbell, and then I got Bella the barbell. Both will treat you right. We also got a pull-up bar. I did 5 the other day. I can't believe it. So I'm getting stronger. So I did 5 pull-ups. Chin-ups and pull-ups are similar. One's reverse grip, one's like that. And yeah. This murder machine. Yeah, this murder machine is pretty good for certain things. So yeah, the exercise bikes, I could see there's maybe some of the seniors might use that if they decided to come in. I've got the stepper over here. Now, a lot of the digital stuff doesn't work on these things, but that's okay because yeah, who uses those anyway, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but we got a stepper in here for people who want low impact stuff. The power riders, we got 2 of those. I thought we had 3. We do have 3. Yes, we have 3 of those. This thing is very, very useful. I'm thinking, like if I had that, like that big beast there is kind of best where it is. Maybe I could shuffle it over a bit because, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's closer to the wall here. You're not, you know, it's only, 120 pounds of weight there plus the machine. So less than 200 pounds. I can grab that one arm and just drag it over an extra, say, foot. Not tight to the wall here, but a little more to get a little more space. But this machine, I want to put it somewhere where you could utilize it a bit more. It's light enough that you could put it out over there somewhere so that you can utilize it, because they're very adjustable and depending on different exercises and stuff like that, depending on what you're going to do. But I like this here for my arm curls. I really like. I find it's the most effective so far. The exercise programs they have here, these again, shout out to my friend Shane there who hung these up back in 97, 88, 97. Yeah, who knows how old these things are, right? They were here before the dinosaurs. But they are good workout programs, but the programs are a little bit dated. So I'm going into week 3, and week 3 is going to be a little bit different for me. I'm still experimenting and researching different exercises, especially a lot of replacement exercises, like the stuff that's they used to be good exercises in their day, but they're also exercises that are responsible for a lot of injuries if you get them wrong. So I really want to just eliminate, or it's just the way it wears on your body. It's no fun if you wear yourself out. Okay, great, you got a little bit stronger, but now you can't move your rotator cuff because you grinded it away doing exercises that you can't get the most out of. Dumbbells are your friend. Dumbbells, they're not as dumb as you think they are. They're actually most of the exercises that are everybody's saying don't do those anymore are replaced with dumbbell exercises that seem to be way more effective, way more targeted, that type of thing. As far as this big beast here, that you can't. This one needs a lot of room because of the size of the bar. That bar is 7 feet, probably. I don't know. I'd have to stand it up on its end, but maybe 6 feet, 7 feet, whatever it is. It's a good sized bar. So I'd like to have this away from the panel box in case somebody loses grip or something. So where do you put this one? Well, I'd probably put this one probably over here somewhere where you got lots of room. Just watch the mirrors, or clear all this stuff out, which would probably make more sense to put all this stuff up against the wall because it's the lightest and easiest to move if people want to make move for aerobics or yoga or whatever, because that is a lot of floor space there. The other option is using the storage area back here, cleaning it up a bit, and also getting this one as an extra area too. And then I think this is as far as you can go. Hey, there's no light in here. And then if you go into the abyss back here, that probably just goes on for the rest of the hall. Hello. Yeah. No one dares enter down there. Like I said, it's a pretty big hall. Like it's over 40 feet anyway. Maybe it might be even 50 or 60. So, like I say, it's going to take a lot to run this. And then those are locked off to the public, so we don't have to worry about those. Kind of. Okay, we got locks. We got the illusion that they're locked. Okay, whatever. But it's a pretty high trust community. I'm not too worried about people stealing stuff and all that. But what I would also like to do is, make it a variety. So, depending on what happens with this gym, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take it over because, it makes it easier for the couple that's take care of. She's a counselor and stuff like that, so she's already got the other stuff to deal with. So it's like, but I'm here all the time, so I'm like, well, if I'm here all the time and I can get other people here, it's more motivating to come in and keep an eye on it, yada, yada, yada. It helps the community. Everybody gets into shape. And if I'm here, even if I'm not a fitness instructor, it's I can motivate people too to, help themselves or whatever. And I could put on things for the community, say like, okay, well, one day only, come on in and use the gym for free, get your first trial free, and then if you like it, sign up. I'm pretty sure the community would, I can actually plan something, because that's the thing right now, nobody's using it. A lot of it has to do with just people don't have the time, but especially this time of year, there's a lot of people are pretty freaking bored. Like yesterday, played hockey was supposed to be my rest day, but I ended up playing hockey. Fortunately, my GoPro was full, so I wasn't able to get it. But it was a good little hockey game that we had. But the guys, they were both out twice that day just because they were so freaking bloody bored. So I'm like, yeah, well, you guys, but they're not around all the time. But I said, if you guys are up more often in the summer, $5 come in, and I get to make fun of you guys while we work out or whatever. And you can make fun of me, motivate each other, right? Call each other a wimp every 5 minutes, that type of thing. Good stuff, right? And there's even tunes here, so that type of thing. I have no idea what radio station it's on, but I usually don't listen to music when I work out. This is my music. That's right. See, he's trembling already. But you get the idea. This is what I'm probably going to end up doing, is taking over this gym. I just got to clear it with a few more counselor or recreation council or whatever, which is a separate thing. You have your counselors for the town, which are basically municipal employees. Then you have 2 church associations in this town. Then you also have a recreation, which is kind of loosely linked to one of the church associations, which the recreation, although I'm not on it, my friend Amantha Mala, she's probably going to be on it. From her channel. She keeps telling me, Reg, you need to go on that. You need to go on that. Why you not go on that? You're a bum. It's like, all right. Stop nagging. But all good. She's like, yeah, I got a lot of great ideas. You should go on that. You should go on that. I hope she watches this video, so I'm calling her out. I call her out. There you go. Yeah. Why'd you join? You're a bum. Oh, you're always making excuses. It's all done out of love. Don't worry. Don't feel bad. She'd do it to me. So, I'm going to have to make sure she catches that little segment. But, so I even told her about it. But, well, she's busy with the baby right now. So, obviously, working out is not going to be a problem. But, there's a lot of the ladies. There's a couple of ladies in the town that, they're not working. The kids are starting to go to school. They might get bored. Fantastic way for them to have a place to socialize. A fantastic place for them to get in shape while they're at it. So, and then, of course, there's the neighboring towns, too. I could kind of just let people know. Because I don't know if Otter Lake has a gym. I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. If you're up in the Otter Lake area, just let me know if you got a gym up there. If not, I'll go probably put a little sign up at their store. Obviously, it is a small gym, so I don't know what our capacity would be depending on how... Because you'd get one guy that's here like 24/7. You'd get another guy that'd be here once a month. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So can I have 50 members, cap it at 50 members? Do I cap it at 20? I don't know. What I would have to do, it's kind of like what Bob's doing with the gun range. Is kind of like we got our gun range is basically capped at 150 members. It's just, you could go more, but then on the nice days there is usually a fair amount of people shooting, and you run out of benches, right? So then people have to wait and stuff like that. I think we could probably go to 250, but it's hard to say. You gotta test it out first, and then if you think you can do more, you do a little bit more. I think that's what I'll do with this. Maybe I'll go aim for 20 members. But like, for example, the aerobics ladies, I mean, you could have, like I say, 8-10 of them in here at a time. And if they did like 3 classes a week and 3 different groups a week, whatever it would be, that would be, you could probably have 30 members because they're not all here at the same time. You'd have to obviously schedule things out. So, which then kind of loses the charm of the $5 gym, because they'll probably run into is everybody, you got 10 people in here that want to lift weights, there's only 3 bars, right? So that type of thing. Or you got guys that want to do powerlifting and deadlifts in the middle of the floor there when there's a whole bunch of, yoga mats on the floor. So, there might have to be some scheduling for large groups for that, which I would probably just put on the door and, be kind of like first come, first serve, see how many would want to do it, that type of thing. I don't know. We'll see. And then if there's enough money coming in, then we can actually modernize the gym a bit more. One of the big things I would love to get in here is a leg press. It's the only thing we don't have. doing squats and deadlifts versus the leg press. Leg press might be a little bit safer in some ways. I used to love those leg presses or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I just thought I'd show you guys and let you guys know what I'm up to. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys filled in. All right, there we go.